Sean McVay's Los Angeles Rams are averaging 30.3 points through 7 games in his rookie season as head coach. Ben McAdoo's Giants, by contrast, haven't scored 30 points in any one of his 24 games as head coach. That is the grim reality the Giants 16 are up against as they desperately seek a win over the Rams 52 on Sunday at MetLife Stadium, with both teams coming off a bye. The Giants are 0-3 at home, the Rams are 30 on the road. J.C. Hongap: the Rams are everything on offense that the Giants are not, which is a harsh indictment of McAdoo considering that both he and McVay are former offensive coordinators now running their own offenses as head coaches. It's more than the coaches though. Rams GM Les Snead also made better personnel decisions for his offense this offseason than Giants GM Jerry Reese did for his, and without generational talent Odell Beckham Jr. healthy and available to partially cover up those deficiencies, the results speak for themselves. McAdoo actually has only a .500 record, 12-12 in 24 Giants games coached, including playoffs, despite his promising 115 debut 2016 regular season. And he easily could fall below that mark on Sunday due primarily to these four disparities in the offenses of the rolling Rams and the grounded Giants. The Rams signed left tackle Andrew Whitworth. The Giants didn't even pursue him. Reese admitted last week he wasn't interested in signing Whitworth, 35, last spring, even though Giants left tackle Eric Flowers, 23, had been one of the Giants' biggest weaknesses in 2016. Reese claimed the reason was, "We want to be a younger offensive line," which rang hollow as he resigned guard John Jerry, 31, his fourth oldest player. Sean M. Happy Jetty images: Reese took this risk with Flowers, his 9th overall pick in 2015, even though upgrading the protection of veteran quarterback Eli Manning and improving run blocking should have been his priority. The result: Flowers and right tackle Bobby Hart have struggled, forcing McAdoo to move left guard Justin Pugh to right tackle, since Reese also didn't add tackle depth, and to switch his offense in Week 4 to short, quick, predictable throws to get the ball out. Hart will start at right tackle again Sunday, though, with Pugh's back keeping him out. The Rams, on the other hand, made Whitworth their free agent priority and signed him to a 3-year, $33.75 million free agent contract as part of an offensive line rebuild. And Whitworth, who played his first 11 seasons in Cincinnati, has been worth every penny. He ranks 7th among 74 offensive tackles protecting second-year QB Jared Goff per Pro Football Focus, while Flowers ranks 53rd and is graded as one of the worst run-blocking tackles in the NFL. McVay this week also lauded Whitworth's leadership, another quality that would have been a good influence on Flowers and Hart in the Giants' offensive line room if Reese had picked up the phone. "He's been outstanding," McVay said of Whitworth Wednesday via conference call. "He's influencing and affecting his teammates in a positive way. Thankful to have such a great leader, great person, great player like him on our team." Todd Gurley carries the Rams. Giants don't have a reliable ground game. Orleans Darkwa emerged as the Giants' best option at running back so far with his performance in their Week 6 win in Denver. And Paul Perkins is returning from a rib injury. But the run game came back to earth against the Seahawks in Week 7 and isn't reliable enough to take pressure off Manning, whose receiving core is decimated by injuries. Rick Tapia: the Rams' offense, on the other hand, is built entirely around their top back Gurley, who has rushed 145 times for 627 yards, 4.3 per carry and 5 two-counts to go along with 27 catches for 293 yards and 3 more TDs. Gurley, 23, in fact, has more rushing yards than the entire Giants' offense, 583. And a workhorse running back will make a coach look a lot smarter and an offense a lot more difficult to defend. McAdoo, therefore, said on Friday that the Giants basically have to force second-year QB Jared Goff to beat them. "Gurley has been a good player for them," McAdoo said. "You can't have him wreck a game." Reese has selected a running back in 6 of the last 7 drafts, including David Wilson, 32nd overall in the 2012 first round, but hasn't found a Pro Bowl stud. And when LeGarrette Blount hit free agency last spring, Reese passed, only to see Blount join the Eagles and help Philadelphia to an NFC-leading 71 record through 8 weeks. McVay's offense is unpredictable. McAdoo has shown less variety. McVay, 31, the grandson of former Giants coach John McVay, 197,678 record 14-23, became the youngest head coach in modern NFL history when the Rams hired him in January away from Washington, where had been Kirk Cousins' offensive coordinator. And the reason McVay made that history is on display now with the Rams' offense. It is dynamic, and he gets the ball to a lot of different players in position to make differences. The Rams' receiving core is far from star-studded and doesn't have a big-name tight end, but Gurley's production is complemented by receivers Robert Woods 27 catches, rookie Cooper Kupp 23 catches, 3 TDs, and the recently acquired Sammy Watkins 18 catches, 2 TDs, tight end Tyler Higbee 14 catches, and receiver Tavon Austin who has 25 rushes, 7 catches and a TD, to name a handful of the Rams' playmakers. Here how Getty Images. McAdoo interestingly did not mention McVay's name once in any interview he did with the New York media this week. He mentioned Rams D coordinator Wade Phillips, on the other hand, when citing the Rams' changes on defense. And McAdoo referred to the Rams' disguises at the line of scrimmage on run plays as a lot of window dressing. Maybe McAdoo is jealous he had to give up play calling in Week 6 to offensive coordinator Mike Sullivan to seek a spark while McVay is so busy succeeding with his offense. It's accepted he's not always managing the game. But McAdoo, even when Beckham was healthy last season, has been plagued by comments that his offense is predictable or unable to beat simple cover 2 defenses. Injuries have played a part, and so has insufficient personnel, but McAdoo's failure to reach 30 points once as Giants head coach so far says a lot. The Rams, by contrast, in Week 7 shut out the Arizona Cardinals in Los Angeles, 330, all on points scored by their offense, to build a 2-game winning streak going into the bye. The Rams are building young Goff up. The Giants lean too heavily on aging Eli Manning's, and Goff's numbers are comparable, with each edging the other in different categories, but it is a stinging indictment of a Giants pass-first defense and of McAdoo's system that Goff in a run-first defense has more yards and yards per completion than Manning. Manning has completed 167 of 260 passing attempts, 64.2% for 1,600 yards and an average of 6.2 yards per completion, with 11 total 2 counts, 10 passing, 7 turnovers, 5 interceptions and an 86.1 QB rating. Goff has completed 133 of 222 attempts, 59.9% for 1,719 yards and an average of 7.7 yards per completion, with 10 total TDs, 9 passing, 5 turnovers, 4 INTs and a 90.3 QB rating. Goff, 23, the number 1 overall pick in 2016, took a beating taking over mid-season as a rookie under Jeff Fisher. But McVay sees important resilience in his young QB working a more comfortable pocket and system in year 2. I think the thing that stands out above anything else is just how even-keel he stays throughout the course of a game, McVay said. He never seems to let bad things faze him, always loved the way that he responds. Manning, 36, has taken a literal beating this season and taking 17 sacks compared to 10 endured by Goff. He'll hope that Sterling Shepard's return and top target Evan Engram 30 catches, 342 yards, 3 TDs will help the Giants move the ball better than they did in a 247 Week 7 dud home defeat to Seattle. But the odds he'll outscore McVay's Rams are, needless to say once more, not high.